What's up, guys? We're here. We just finished an awesome event for Signature Realty NJ. We're doing this video just for behind the scenes stuff. And not only are we building our businesses, but we're also building friendships. Obviously, we've got some people here still hanging out at our house, and hopefully we'll have some drinks in a little bit. You know, I think when you let people into your domain, when you let people into your home, that there's a certain level of trust. You know, we were all here in an intimate environment inside my home. And this was the point in the event where different agents were coming up and sharing their strengths. So when it was time to interview Michelle, you know, I looked outside, it's gorgeous out, you know, the sun's out there, but it's not too hot, it's not too cold. So I said, all right, guys, we're gonna do something different. Everybody stand up, grab your chairs, drag them outside, and find a place on the lawn.
We're about to go outside, enjoy the sunshine. Let's check it out.
The whole energy changed after that. We're gonna talk about how to dominate your inner voice. You know, it's 80% psychology, 20% how to. And then, you know, Michelle got introduced, and now you're learning from one of the best agents in the entire state.
For, you know, focus on what it is that you want to do. What do you want? You know, who do you want to focus on?
To watch other people look at what she's done and say, wow, she's come from this and now she's achieved this. And to know that they can do it too, because now they have that reference.
I did open houses for 15 years every
And I saw the
Sunday.
agents like shaking their head, nodding their head. They're really relating to her, and it's a beautiful thing, you know. I think what makes me tick is helping people step out of their comfort zone, but also seeing it in their eyes, the change. And that's why we focus a lot on the psychology aspect of success and the journey to abundance, as we call it. You're in a beautiful place with positive people, and you're learning things that are different, right? They're challenging. And I think that's one of the things that sets us apart. You can realize that you can make an impact, that you have a much, much larger ripple effect than you even understand or even know that you're having on the world. And when you're purposeful about that, when you're purposeful in making an impact, the money will follow. We do like to focus on the psychological aspect of how to be successful and give people those tools, strategies, and techniques to be able to do that. A lot of people believe that it takes a long time to get results, but the truth is it takes a long time to prepare to make a decision to get a result. And once you make decisions in your life that you're gonna do something, everything changes. And it can change in... We use what's called accelerated learning techniques. We believe energy is everything, right? So the more that you participate, the more that I get people to raise their hands, the more I get them to collaborate with one another, laugh, right? Humor is part of that. No, I can't do that, right? Are you guys with me? I'm listening to the story that I'm telling myself in my own head, like, and it sounds ridiculous. Yes or no? And those accelerated learning techniques, what they do is they allow to engage different parts of your brain so you can retain more of the content. And I really want them to win. I don't think that enough people, you know, really strategize and work on their psychology and work on their business before they work in it. Instead of just going there and saying, I'm a realtor, 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 right? Nobody gives a shit because nobody knows you yet. You are what? Invisible. Right, so, right, a lot of times we've created a lot of habits, right? And those habits are formed subconsciously. So, you know, all we're trying to do is make them more self-aware of the actual process that they're going through and how they're getting the results that they're getting, so then they can change those. Be anxious, right? Your story will control your state. The story that you tell yourself. If you tell yourself, no, I'm better than this, I can do better, you know, or you get up in the morning, you don't hit the snooze, right? Because your identity is a 10. You know, this is deep stuff sometimes that we're talking about. And it takes a lot to change, you know, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, depending on how old you are, of how you've been thinking and the results you've been getting. That's one of the best things. So I'll tell you guys a quick story on how I was affected subconsciously by something that happened to me when I was the point in the training that I started sharing my story was the point that we were talking about how sometimes we mislabel and associate something that happened to us and it kind of determines the rest of our lives. I woke up to the screams. I ran into the kitchen. As I shared my story about my father and my mother, I mean, I was getting a little emotional, and I always do, it's something sacred to me, but it's also something that I feel like I would be selfish if I didn't share the lessons I got out of it, because I've been lucky enough to, as weird as it sounds, go through some tragedies, but then also gain the wisdom from them. And I truly believe that you can learn from other people's experience. You didn't decide for them to cheat on you. They decided to cheat on you. But you could be a victim of that. I would never have this life if I didn't address that blockage, those walls that I had psychologically put up. And if they keep going down, right, you have emergency. I think oftentimes we don't challenge the story that we have in our own heads. And I think by changing that story, changing that narrative, it changes the results, right? And I think that works in every part of your life. If you want to get to the next level, right? If you want to go from being invisible because you're just starting out to emerging, and then from there you want to get better and better, and you want to eventually be successful, you want to have abundance, there's a way up there, and these are the things that you need to implement, and these are the things that are holding you back. Turn to the person next to you, give them a high five, and say, you know.
I know. I mean,
You know. So after the event, I always like to brainstorm with Michelle, especially if she's part of the training, of course, and to get her thoughts on kind of, what we could do better, or what she thought, and that way we can always improve.
Great thing about our dynamic is that I focus more on sales and generating business and marketing, and John focuses on the growth of the company, the expansion, the training of agents, the mentoring the agents, and really you've seen that with John's mentorship, you have seen agents literally brand new start and just grow their business by 10x from his trainings, from his mentoring, and myself included. I was at a place where I was successful, but I didn't get to the next level without John.
Michelle said it best, that we're better together, and Michelle and I are better together, and as agents, everybody's better together.
The tools that I like to show, agents and people that we work with is to make what seems complicated simple and give them easy tasks that they can just go out today and implement and grow their business. Because at the end of the day, when you know what to do and when you know how to do it, that's how you grow your business, and that's how you change what you're trying to become.
The trainings here are impeccable. Today was like a rough day getting here, but I knew I need to be here because, like I always tell people, and even the new people, I told them today, being here with Signature Realty is not just about real estate. It's a lot about things in life, mindset, to help you get through things in life.
So we got to stop telling ourselves a story. We always have that story in that little voice inside our head, and telling us a story, and we just got to like stop making excuses and just take action, take massive action, seriously.
Everyone does a lot of different things, and things happen. Every week your life changes, so by coming to these trainings, you're really creating that mindset, and he's constantly pushing and projecting people towards success, so I really appreciate that. Thank you.
One of the biggest things that I've learned here with Signature, it's kind of become a motto that I live by now, is if I haven't done something each day that makes me extremely uncomfortable, then I haven't reached my goal for the day.
As a group, we're better together, and that's a great theme for the whole training that we did. We're better together. Imagine a stadium full of people where we can impact, both of us together, and share our stories and empower women and empower men and people to change the story that they're telling themselves in their minds so they could get ahead and just be a better version of themselves. I think we both have the same purpose, helping people just become a better version of themselves. And that's what's cool. Doing it together is even better. Just remember, if you change your environment, you could change everything. And it's about surrounding yourself with good people that are willing to help you and willing to share. So go out there and make it happen. Thanks for watching.